What's up, guys? Back at Icon, 4 weeks out from our bodybuilding show. Today is back day, so we're gonna get bi, back, a little bit of tricep done, and call it a day. Back, biceps, calf, abs, triceps, and delts. All right, it wants me starting with abs. Ching, 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 making you think about that. Yep. Rough one to start with. I'm about 27 days out right now. Today, thank God, we got some carbs in us. Second day this week being allowed to eat carbs. So feeling pretty good at least. Still not too depleted as far as like energy levels. Definitely the 4 days in a row of carb cycling where I don't have any more than 50 grams of carbs in a day. I try my best to stay 40 and lower. Sometimes I just have a fat source that has some carbs in it. Long story short, 40 carbs is the goal. 4 days in a row. I up the fats and protein to kind of keep myself satiated and mentally functioning, or else I'd be like kind of dead. So 4 weeks to go. Feeling pretty good so far. My only concern still is kind of like my lower back and my waist. It's not as tight as what I want it to be. You know, we'll see what happens in the next 2 weeks. I'll be drinking a surplus all the way until about 15 days out. 5 days gone, we'll cut it down by about 25%. I should be 10 days out. The goal is to then have the sodium and water ratio at a level where it's so consistent that I know how I'm gonna look when I wake up in the morning for show day. Right now, back day, but calves, triceps, and abs are part of it, so I'm gonna get the accessories out of the way, and then we're gonna work our way into our first pull movement. All the boring stuff in all facets of life, the boring stuff yields the biggest results. It ties the little details together that equals a big picture. In bodybuilding, it's your rear delts most people neglect. It's your tibialis raises, it's your forearm curls, shoulder shrugs, traps, trap bar holds, all those kinds of things that just, you know, if you don't do, you might have big biceps and triceps, but as it tapers into your forearm, it turns into a twig because you haven't been doing forearm curls. Let's get a real workout started. Chest supported machine row. Ooh, I like this one. The whole goal there is upper trap, mid scap, and basically rear delts. Everything mid trap up. I might throw a quarter on there just because I'm fresh, see how many reps I can get. Those last 2 reps kind of felt pointless. Yeah, I'm gonna drop to a 10. I thought I'd feel stronger with having as many carbs in me as I've had today. Sometimes I almost feel stronger running off of like a fasted workout. Cause like I understand the concept, like I'm running off of stored energy compared to consumed energy. But I think I've also been just doing it for like, you know, the last 2.5 months so much now that feels more comfortable to me than having all these carbs in my system, which is contradictory to the entire idea of carbs. I don't know, maybe I'm just not working hard enough yet to get some good blood flow going. Which I can't wait for Saturday, the 15th of this month. I cannot wait for Carbon Gym in Atlanta. The entire Get Raw Nutrition team is gonna be there. Chris Bumstead, Vaughn Walker, Sarah Safari, and then me as a vendor, I get to meet up with them as part of the team, and we're gonna be there passing out samples. I'm gonna get to hang out with Bumstead and Vaughn Walker for the day and get to meet a bunch of you guys and pass samples out and stuff like that. So very, very excited for a week from today. Plus that gym is unreal. You wanna talk about best equipment you've ever seen? Yeah, Carbon Gym Atlanta, that's where it's at. Retro. So days like today are essentially volume days where I'll only do 2 back exercises. I increase the sets from 2 to 3, but I keep the rep range the same. I think it's 6 to 15. In doing that, this means I'm working my back 3 times this week. My actual pull day, my leg day, that involves RDLs, which I'm getting, you know, some compound back there. And then days like today, where I hit another 2 exercises. It's increasing the volume without increasing fatigue. So it's like I get more volume and heavy sets throughout the entire week without doing it so much periodically throughout my body can't recover. But 3 times a week, my back is actually being worked. But now we're gonna do curls, which this machine over here is the best. This one's killer. It's cool because it's plate loaded too. I'll be honest, I do not remember what I used last time, so I'm gonna throw a 25 on there, kind of see how it feels. Got more than I thought I would. I don't know. I think I'm probably getting a little machine help. I will say at least the blood flow is finally happening. I'm starting to sweat a little bit. It feels good. All right, so I do only have 2 sets here, so that's fine. Then from here, for some reason, we're going to cable incline curls. I'm probably gonna throw another lat exercise in. I don't think, personally, I have enough high lat development. That's what gives you that real wide appearance. Mr. Airplane look is not gonna lie. We're looking pretty gnarly under here. The blood flow feels good. I genuinely don't know what I can pull on this, so I'm just gonna throw 90. Retro. I'm also doing cable curls and triceps. I'm gonna use this for my curls, and then I'm gonna do rope extensions for the tris. Right now I'm just trying to focus on the outer head of my tricep, at least on my right side, which is why, like, if you'll notice, when I press, I'm not just bringing it back, but I'm rotating a bit, like I'm rotating the shoulders forward intentionally to emphasize the contraction here. And now I'm just gonna start from triceps and then go to biceps. Retro. There was this clip I saw of Ramon Dino just won the 2025 Classic Olympia. Him and his trainer, he was doing tricep extensions, and he was end of his workout. He had to have been pumping. He had probably reached his max number of sets, and his trainer was in his ear, and he said, 6th, 5th, 4th, 3rd, 2nd, and he just drilled into his dude's head. Do more, because as much as you think you're doing, it might not be enough for first place. Second, until you're first. It's the only thing that separates first from second. So those extra reps, those extra sets, how strict are you on your diet? How focused, how much can you sacrifice? How much can you actually be all in all the time? But I'm gonna grab dumbbells too to superset these with hammer curls.
Retro. Retro.
So much benefit to partials. I don't really see people do them a lot, at least not in like, I guess, regular gym atmospheres. 50% of your strength and muscle building comes from the negative. And if you can't control the negative, you're doing half a rep every single time you work out. When you're tired, getting it up is hard, but you can get it to the top and just let it fall on the way down, but control it for 4 to 5 seconds. I promise you'll get more blood flow, more striations, and more strength than you're even aware of, and you're leaving gains on the table.
Retro. Retro.
There's nothing quite like a shoulder pump. When you get a shoulder pump, oh man, it's like, I think it's so rare, which is why it's so enjoyable. I never get a shoulder pump, but when I do, you know what I mean? All right, one more tricep, that's it. I'm gonna do this, to be honest, I'm gonna do this, because I don't think my rear delts are where I want them to be. And on top of that, I think my middle back, I want something a little closer grip, like this guy right here. So I'm gonna see what this feels like.
Retro. Retro.
My back actually feels really good from doing that. I only did like 12 reps. We'll just double it. I'm an all or nothing kind of guy. I guess that's the workout. It got a little sporadic there at the end because I was trying to do some split sets. Yesterday I didn't get to do my full shoulders and triceps, so I was trying to incorporate some today. So I ended up cutting one bicep movement out because I do so much rowing and hammer curls that, like, I think my biceps get a fair amount of work comparatively to my triceps. I pulled some shoulder and tricep from yesterday to today. So in total, we did back, abs, biceps, triceps, shoulders, and calves. So now, quick pump check, quick mandatory pose. That's a wrap. Day 2, 4 weeks. We out.